Y'all, I'm eating my pizza because I ain't ate all day. I literally been
Okay.
shooting all day long. God is so good that I made it here at this time because it was raining. When I say I was driving down.
Love your hair.
Thank you.
Yes, Bob been on the check-in.
Hey,
I see
China
all
girl.
my ladies for shouting me out. I'm feeling so blessed and loved right now. Thank you guys.
Listen, I'm here for the good dollhouse sermon today, okay?
Oh
Hey,
God, it's just a lot of pressure.
We need you to speak.
Hi, sis.
Yo,
Ooh, yes, baby.
listen,
Okay.
I'm running so behind, bruh. I am sorry.
Well, sis, don't come up here. Sis, first of all, don't come up here with your hair laid. Talk about hair is laid right now, okay? Like really laid. All right.
It's the face
Shout
for
out
me.
Shout out to I'ma slay your bae.
No, I gotta come up
beat
and
for
get my
me.
hair done. Your hair look good, sis.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm excited.
Yo.
I said, Millie texted me and said, "Don't be late." Oh my God. 2022 on time. Nobody
I really thought it was
being
gonna be
late.
like me having a text and say I'm gonna be like 6:30 because I did not. I drove from Philly to Wilmington in like probably 10 minutes to get here on time.
Wow.
Listen, well, no, you need to drive carefully, sis.
Right. We don't want that.
Yeah, I made it. I'm here and I got my pizza. I got it. I was good.
Well, I'm glad.
Can I get my snack, please?
I want to know what y'all snacking on. We need everybody on this live to have a snack. Milan's a big snacker. Where's your hot fries?
Oh yeah, you know she's a snacker. You know she
hot fries, French fries.
She about to buy snacks.
French fries.
Yeah.
What snacks you got, sis?
I just have a water.
Okay.
That's good. That's healthy. Is it New Year's?
I'm trying to get motivated. Sis, you skinny. You really skinny. You gonna go ahead and get skinny on me? Like,
well,
behind my back?
I'm a little thick though.
No.
I'm a little thick.
You look good.
I'm 165. That ain't skinny. But
no, I'm about to start drinking my new body, my meal replacements. Nunu was telling me about, and then my tea and stuff. So I'm gonna be good. But I got me a little water because I'm coming to bring it today. So I don't want to get distracted by the snack. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go in. Let me just have my water so I can get it done.
Wow, I'm a little hungry over here, so I got 4 slices of pizza. I'm down to 2.
4 slices? Okay.
Literally, like I've been shooting since 9 o'clock this morning. It's my first time really eating, but I'm almost done.
People said they got beef patties.
Somebody said they had crab legs. I said, "Oh, that sounds great."
Who got crab legs?
I need some crab legs. This is a good time to have some crab legs. I would really love to have crab legs right now. Cajun with some garlic butter going in. I would love that.
With some muscles.
See, this is Milano. You were skinny on your last live. Since you're slim, you're back to your Barbie size. I'm telling you.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Yes, you is.
My pre-baby size was 160. I got 5 pounds.
You look good though.
You look. I'm telling you, since you back, I'm telling you, you're back to your slim body. I'm telling you, good. Good.
All right, so we got over 1,200 people in here. So let's get started. I really want to just start off with introductions. Everybody knows everybody, but we can just kind of give them a brief intro, your name and your @ and we can get started with my icebreakers. Y'all know that's my favorite thing.
Okay, so hey guys, I'm Milan, owner of MILANO DIROUGE, Women Club and Mama Club.
And all the clubs are following, so make sure you guys follow and keep active with every one of her links.
I'm LoRosa. I am owner of Season of Solos, a clothing brand, and Brown Girl Grinding, which is a community that I'm building for girls on the hustle and on the go that have to eat pizza while they do the live because it's a part of the grind.
Right.
And I'm also a reporter and producer at TMZ as well, too.
Right. Big lit. My name is China, and I'm the owner of Dollhouse Cosmetics, and I'm also a motivational speaker. Really excited about that. And I have this events that I have called Dear Women Like Me, and it's like something for motivation for women like me and like us, and yeah, and more other things too. We're working on a lot of other things to add to our names, right, y'all?
Yeah,
always.
Everybody.
Yeah, sis, why wouldn't you say, since you own like the block? Like you have to, include that in who you are. That's a part of who you are. Like you
my name is Milan. I just bought Philly and.
Right, like I just bought a whole block. Like you gotta say that. That's a major.
But I bought 6 properties on one block, not the whole block.
That's the block. Portfolio.
That's the block. You got more of the block than the block do. Like you
more
that's the block.
Okay,
That's just the start. So let's just break the ice real quick. So what is everybody listening to right now? What song do you guys have on repeat currently? China, you go.
Hello, Mooney Long, Hours and Hours. Like, I'm playing that. Seriously, I'm not even trying to be funny. I think I literally told all of y'all about this song because I used to play it even in the summertime. I was playing it. Nobody knew who she was like that. People were asking me every single day. I listened to that every single day. And also Scissor, I Hate You. For real. Like, that's my mood sometimes. Like,
who else is listening to those songs? Drop a heart if you're listening to those songs right now. Those are my top two.
I want to listen to Hours and Hours, but that's not my mood right now.
It don't even gotta be a mood. That song is so great.
It just makes videos. I'll be like, oh, I wish that was me. But I'm listening to Ride Wave right now. I'm on. That's the wave I'm on.
Okay.
Nah, y'all gotta listen to the new Gunna. I'm listening to that right now. That's really good. Hours and Hours, or his, whatever it's called.
Song with Chloe.
I love his everything. Everything he does, I always love. But this album is really good. Like, you play it all the way through. Y'all know I like trap music. Like, I'm like really like, yeah. So also Kodak Black is always on my playlist.
No did put me on to Scissor. She did. I'm not gonna lie. She did.
I'm all over the place with music though. But Scissor too. I do Scissor. But that Hours and Hours,
it's good.
Over and over and over and over.
All right, y'all, we're gonna get a little personal. So let's just get into a little personal. Words of affirmation. I mean, what are your love languages? Each person go. Go ahead, Loren.
I'm a very thoughtfulness is like my thing. Like, I love it when you you don't even have to be like the biggest thing, but something that shows that you
so acts of service.
Yeah, like acts of service. That you were paying attention, that you got my back, you my partner. Like, I don't have to ask you to do different things. You kind of just like know what I need, and you can anticipate me and my wants and my needs. That really makes me feel like, oh my God, like they really care. They took the time out, because I'm really big on I know people's time is precious. So when people take the time, I feel like, oh, they really love me.
I think that I did the test, and I already knew what I was anyway. But I did the love language test. And mine is definitely acts of service and words of affirmation. And it was like physical touch, but I am a big acts of service person. Like, if I'm coming home from a long day, and you see me working, hey babe, how can I help you out? Like, what can I help do? Acts of service is everything for me. And words of affirmation. Like, I'm so proud of you. You did your thing,
I guess it's my go, right?
Yes.
For me, it's like, because I've always been like a very talkative person, I need someone, they have to understand that and get that. And literally, when I say get it, because when I say I have to do what I'm doing, if I'm not doing what I'm doing, I really feel like I will die. And he has to understand that, because he has to be able to accept that. And I like physical. I'm a very physical person. That's definitely my love language. And it's just the little things. It's my children, the support, making me feel safe. There's a lot of times in my life I didn't feel safe.
I love that.
So me feeling safe is really important. Like, if someone can make me feel safe with them, that's a major deal for me. So it's definitely my love language.
I love that.
Okay, y'all. All right, last one. So what fictional friend group would you join? Your personality: Insecure, Girlfriends, Sex in the City, Living Single, Harlem, Run the World.
Oh my God!
It depends on what I'm drinking and how I'm feeling. Like,
I know, your everyday life.
I think every day is kind of insecure though.
Go first. What friend group are you in?
Harlem, for sure. I binge watched that show, and I feel like I could fit right up in with them, because they some smart black women, and they is a diverse group of friends. Like, all of them like different stuff. The outfit right.
It's so funny. It's so funny because Nunu told me because I'm watching Harlem too, and Nunu told me that you're watching Harlem as well. We didn't even talk about that, but It's so funny because my true self, right, is being a black woman. We always never knew how to actually do things and not be thinking we're gonna be called names. So Insecure is like my new love, because I feel like they get to have sex and date and things that we didn't get to do, because we always lived our life trying to be good girls, because we thought if we wasn't good girls, then we wouldn't get picked, or, we would get talked about. So Insecure is like this thing, I feel like they get to actually do whatever they want and not be judged. It's like they are delting, and I'm so excited about that. But Harlem is definitely a show I would love to be in.
LoRosa tried to
gotta watch Insecure. It's a lot of dry comedy, But I've been
yes, you gotta watch it. It's so good.
like I think you would like it now that like you're into like Harlem, because basically to me Harlem and Run the World, Insecure made room for them. So those shows are literally like kind of like it, but like not like it. But it's kind of like the same thing of like you see like black women as friends. They all got their different lives, different personalities. You can like look at each of them like which friend am I? Which friend is like my friend? Which friend is my sister? Like whatever. But you gotta watch Insecure. Like,
so really, what's yours? A lot of people are saying Girlfriends. What's yours?
I'm Insecure all day long, but I do love the shows set in New York have a special place in my heart because I really feel like New York is like my like where I'm supposed to be in life. I'm just in
I
LA.
really think you do.
New York is like my vibe.
Lorenzo, you give me New York. Like I'm so like you give me New York for sure.
I just feel so alive there, and like LA is calm, so you can like actually create and think things through. But New York for me is just like it's fast. There's things to do. My friends are there. Everywhere you take a picture is like the city aesthetic, like I don't know. I just love shows in New York, but I think I'm insecure on a day-to-day.
Do I give y'all New York?
It depends. Sometimes I think so, but it depends. I think Brooklyn girls are just their own version of New York girls anyway, though. Like y'all are different species of New York.
I think you guys all give East Coast, like
yeah,
it's a whole nother vibe. So let's get started. So this whole live is pretty much about just building a community, building friendships. A lot of people ask this question all the time, like how do you even do that, especially in a certain age when you're meeting new people, relocating to new cities, or just like trusting and networking and building a safe community around sisters and circle, So we're just gonna start with that. We're gonna ask like, what does friendship mean to you? What does that mean to you? Who is what do I need to be a friend in your world? China, let's start with you.
The friend. So go in, right? Like say
you go.
Friendships is so important, right? And the reason why before, like I would hear women say, friends are not important. I don't need friends, but really, good friends can change your life, right? Me right now in my life, because I'm not broken, I'm not insecure, and I'm not broke. When you're looking for when you're actually out there getting friends, and if you have those things like broken inside, insecure, broken in finances, all those things, right? You tend to pick the wrong friends. So now today, I can actually tell you what a good friend to me is. And a good friend for me right now in my life is definitely loyalty, definitely able to see me and not see me as competition, see me as someone like, even if you're not winning at the moment, knowing that my wins is also your wins. And it's something that Millie just posted about me saying if you got the right posture. A lot of us don't have the right posture. So when we do have our friends have their blessing season, we'll miss it because we're so angry and we're jealous instead of being supportive. But I think that a lot of times the people we think are friends only because of the material things or what it looks like outside, but internally they're not really your friends. So a friend for me is literally, no lie, I'm not trying to be funny, is what I have in Millie. You know what I mean? And that's the representation. When I'm taking a picture, we in Florida and we had a women's seminar and we taking a picture and she's like, put your head up because you never want to have your head down, sis. You ain't gonna never let me outshine you in no picture. Like, you gotta come correct. That's a friend that know the light there and want to make sure you in the light too, not pushing you over and saying and want to silence you. That's a friend that I need. LoRosa, friends that's coming and showing up and want to see you win fully. Because I've been in friendships where they only wanted me to win if they were winning. When they were not winning, I couldn't win, or it was a limitation on my win. So friends now are friends that genuinely, unconditionally are there for me. Meaning, not for what I'm for, not for what I look like, not for what I do, for me. That's what a friend is to me right now.
Amen to that, girl.
It took me a long time to get there, baby, because I had a lot of, but you always say that in order to get good friends, you got to be a good friend. And it wasn't that I wasn't a good friend. I was operating out of insecurities, operating out of vulnerability, operating out of in pain and stuff like that. And a lot of times pain changes you. And when you're vulnerable, people that not there to protect your story use it against you. So we got to be real careful in the moments we're in our life, because when we're vulnerable, we seem to speak more. And that's why right now, I'm not going to lie to you, a lot of my friends, a lot of my good friends are not currently in my state, right? So now my vulnerability, I took a control over it. I don't talk as much in my vulnerable place because not everybody is there to protect your story. You know, I'm talking about, you know, calling Millie at 5 in the morning in tears, and Zari is literally on the phone with us, and Nunu and they won't get off the phone with me because I'm going through it. Those are the friends that you need, the ones that's going to walk you through that storm for real. When you doubt on yourself and not even remembering who you are, they reminding you like, yo, you know who you are? You forgot who you are? And sometimes you don't want to just hear it from your mom, or you want to hear it from them people that know you differently. Because our mothers don't know us like our friends know us, you know.
Yeah.
We let them see our real little side. So I just appreciate that, you know, and that's real friendship to me.
Well, can you piggyback off of that?
I'm only gonna piggyback a little bit because she's some
everything.
All the time. I think to have good friends, you got to be a good friend, and I would rather have 2 good friends than I'm friends with everybody. Like, has been around particular about my space, and I'm particular about who I call my friends. I may have business friends, but when it comes to real friendships, those are the friends that you can hang around and you're not even talking about people. You're talking about things. I'm so big on like, how can we grow together? And if we're not growing together, we're literally. So I'm really big on like adding value. And I feel like in friendships, you don't have to add the same value. Even if you're around and you're just making me genuinely happy, or you're around and you're just supporting me, we can add 2 different things. But as long as we're both adding value, that's what contributes to good friendships.
Absolutely.
Hard to follow. I mean, they pretty much, they have a lot of the same values as I do. That's why I call these girls my friends. But I think the only additional thing that I would add is like one thing that I've learned, like I just recently turned 30. And I think when you're about to turn 30 and when you get to 30,
Welcome to the girl.
Welcome to the
so I'm here now. I'm in the club, you know, whatever, and I'm enjoying it. It's cool. But I think one of the biggest things that I learned, because I used to battle with this a lot, because I have like, you know, people that I've loved my whole life who are like family to me, and then you meet new people and you love them as well. And when you find good people, for me, I had to learn a hard lesson in like, everybody is not your friend. I'm very friendly. I'm very social. Y'all know, like you can call me and say, hey, who do you know that does this? I'm probably going to know a person that does it, can connect you, whatever. But I had to learn that it's okay to have associates, people you work with, people that you can connect other people to. But a friend is a real thing. And for me, those friends that I really consider my friends that I learned are like, these are like your go-tos, the 5 a.m., you know what I mean? Like phone calls, I know that like when I'm talking to you, this is not something that like is about to be thrown at me the wrong way or whatever the case may be. Or, you know, I'm going to hear an honest opinion that might hurt, but I know that you're hurting me out of love. You know what I mean? Those type of people understand that like everybody has a place in your life at different times. Like my friends that I'm really like, you know what I mean, family and bonded with, that I went to college with, are different than my friends that I grew up with. Like totally different. But
you know why? You know why though, right? Because
sometimes
the friends you grew up with, y'all are friends because of y'all grew up in the same area. The friends that
common circumstances
from college and stuff, y'all became friends because y'all had a mutual interest. So it's going to be 2 different levels of friendships, you know?
Yeah. And sometimes I think when I was still navigating and trying, like I used to try and mesh everybody a lot, and I learned a hard lesson in that. And one of the things that I think I took away going into 30 to sum all this up is that everybody has a place in my heart and in my life, and it's fine for them not to have places in each other's lives. But my real friends understand that, and they're not upset about it. They're not fighting me for it. They're not upset that I'm wearing this brand or not wearing that brand, posting this and not posting that, able to make it to this, not able to make it to that. They know our relationship blindly. So I do as much as I can. They do as much as they can. And especially now that we're older, it's like we accept each other for that. And we accept that there are going to be new people coming into our lives, and we know our places. And for me, that's a real friend. Like someone who doesn't put pressure on you to like, there's all these like unreal expectations, and it's just not real. Like I can't be there for everybody at every single time. I can't be at every event, every birthday party, whatever. But my real friends know and understand, like, you know, like our friendship goes beyond what you can show up to sometimes, because it's like I'm showing up for you in real life outside of just let's take pictures for Instagram and you know what I mean, like that type of thing. So that's for me.
But can I tell you, I think that it's very important to protect your friendships, and I say that because you got to realize, especially as you grow and your business grow and your name gets bigger, that person that's right next to you is always under attack. They're under attack because everybody else want to be in your world. So they're going to look for that person to try to get to manipulate them. They try to make them feel like, entitlement. They'll try to say, oh, she doing that with her, why she not doing that with you? So
Yes.
they try to destroy your relationships. And if you got a friend that's weak-minded and easily influenced, they will fall victim to that, you know. So
and you know what,
really,
what's crazy? I used to worry about that though, and honestly, thank God, I've never been put in a position by people I call a friend to have to face that. But I did used to worry about it because, again, I really like for people, if I love you and I think of you a family or whatever, like it's been random times where I just end up trying to say, hey, I'm thinking about you today, and I don't know why, I don't know what you got going on, but I just want to tell you, like, I love you and you're doing amazing, because I want people to know that. Like, I think that that's important for people to know. So sometimes when you can't always show up for people, I used to think that that was going to make those friends feel that way. I'm lucky that I haven't had to experience that yet, but I try and like really talk myself through, like, you got to get that out of your mind, because sometimes too, I think people, you can put things on friendships that aren't even there. Like, I'm so busy worried about
communication is key, because sometimes, like, I literally be so busy that I won't know if you feel away unless you tell me, you know?
Right.
But the thing about it is finding that's the thing, that's the key, because we spoke about that, and that's why I got like literally goosebumps, because when we was in Florida and you was like, you remember when you said the weak will? Let me tell you something. I've been through this, and you know, that's why it's so amazing to have different we both have different experiences. We all have different experiences. Well, me personally, right? Becoming friends with people like you guys, and when I say people like you guys, meaning motivation, match my hustle, right? Match my genuineness, because I don't care about the popularity. Yeah, LoRosa, you're doing your thing, and yeah, Melinda, you're doing your thing, but I'm talking about your genuine spirit. People don't understand. Me and you are friends because who your heart is, not because what you did and what you have done. It's more so your heart, right? And when I became friends with you, people really like did thinking that I was the only,
Answer this question with it. How do you balance your personal relationship and your business relationship? I feel like that's what you're going into. How do you balance that?
Oh, so they asking me because I'm still trying to balance it.
Finish what you were saying, because I think it's going to answer the question. You said people thought that you were only friends.
With those relationships, what started to happen, people would create these stories and this narrative about me and Millie's relationship, and they would say things like I was the only person receiving, like as if she was being used, and that was only because they didn't value me. So they only saw the value in her because she's not from where they're from. And this is normally the friends, your day ones, and your day ones are still attached to your trauma. So a lot of my old friends, a lot of people that I grew up with, a lot of people that I've had in my life over the years, they haven't let go of what I've been through. So what happens is they want to pick up the phone and they want to call you about things that still attached to your trauma. You're no longer attached to that. You have evolved from that, right? So what people don't understand is that as you evolve and as you change, we have to evolve and grow together. If we're not growing together, then the cord has to be cut, because that's affecting my life. When people are calling you and telling you, believe it or not, no matter how much you think you have control over it, words speak real life. And when people call you and say certain things, it affects you for real, internally. So I started to realize
that's why you can't let people in your space, because you want people to be calling you a negative energy, because it do live on. So literally, that's why everybody don't have access to me on their way, you know? I don't want to hear it. And the reason why they was probably thinking that I bring more value to the table was because clearly they don't know who I am. Like, bro, I'm a regular person, you know? I'm a regular. And we are friends because you add as much value to me.
But you're really not regular. Because you're really not regular. Because let me tell you something. You're really not regular, because like regular don't take nothing and turn it into something. That's strictly extraordinary, right? So it's not that you're regular. And what it is too is because they probably do it where you from. Our cities don't value us because they know us. They think they know us. They know who you dated when you was 11. You know, they know when you fell off the bike. They know when you lost a fight. So they have lack of value. But what they should realize is that they should value us even more, because we coming from where they come from. And that is a direct invitation to come and invite to the success, because it's showing you that if I can do that for real, with all the trauma, with growing up in that hood, with my mama going through and being a single parent, with my mother got shot, right? Real shit. And like my life and my son and losing my first child and all those things. All of that, I still was confident enough to know that I'm deserving of what I want to be. Right. So that is why they cannot value us from where we're from, because in their mind, all they see is our trauma. but the trauma is what make us who we are. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't want the girl with no wounds or the girl with no scars. What is she? There's no character there. So I wear mine very well. So no, sis, it's not regular. There's extraordinary things when a person take nothing and turn it into something. That's extraordinary.
I told you we was gonna get this dollhouse word, okay?
And
don't play with her.
Don't let me go in today. Okay?
Don't play with her. I have
I
a question though. I don't know if we can ask questions or not, Miriam. Can we? Because I have a question.
Let's get through some of the audience questions.
Look, you know,
okay.
Mary will keep it real. Like,
Okay.
stop playing. We gotta
Let's get through some of the audience questions. So their biggest question that we kept getting is, how do you guys balance personal relationships and business relationships? And be honest, if you're still, like China said, you can start, because I know you were talking about it.
So how we balance our
personal relationship and business relationships? How do you balance it?
So I'm still learning. Because I used to be really bad. I used to be the girl that I was a boss, and Millie, you told me this too. People gonna be like, ah, she keeps saying Millie, but it's true. You said, I remember one day you told me, you said, sis, hiring is in guessing and firing is knowing. I often always became friends with my employees, right? I would mix business up because I'm a person. You say 2 words to me, I'm like, oh my God, I like her so much. Oh my God, like, you know, I just go into protecting and I just want to be there for you and everything like that. And I realized that sometimes that brings disrespect. So now when Millie told me that, I'm kind of working on balancing that out and keeping things more professional, more business, you know, and knowing when to draw the lines. Because she does that really well.
And knowing when to draw the line. So me, I'm nice. I'm very respectful. I think I'm a great boss, you know, like you can come to me with anything. But there's a line and you have to demand that respect. In order for you to demand it, you have to give it, but it's literally a line. So don't cross it, you know? And like I said, I'm friendly, but I'm not friends. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that, I think that when you're in a certain position, you have to be careful and tread lightly. Like I remember when I worked at Taco Bell, this is a quick story. It was one of the guys, we were all staff. And then the next day we came in, he was the manager. And he started acting different. We like, what? You was just with us. Like, why are you acting different? All of a sudden. And I had to realize it because once you're on the next level, you grow to that level and you act accordingly. And the people below won't understand it, you know? Mm-hmm. And it's not their job to understand it. You still have to move accordingly. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's just how it is. I literally, bro, we were just cool. Now you trying to, like, we just talked about the old manager. Now you acting like him. But that experience taught me that different levels require you to be a different person. And it's
yes, I think we need a shirt. I'm friendly, but we are not friends.
Like,
girl.
I mean,
that is a good one.
Miriam,
they loving that. They all over the comments with that one.
And this question, do you mean like amongst us too? Like doing business with each other? Okay, because I for me, like I have like y'all on this live, a lot of my friends are entrepreneurs. They do so much stuff. I'm not good at doing business with my friends. And I think a big part of it is because like I'm very like hot or cold. Like I'm either like I don't know, like I don't really know the happy medium of like I can be friendly and cordial. Like I have a girl who works with me on Brown Girl Grinding, and I think me and her have a very great working rapport. You know, we talk, we have real conversations, but like I do have to, you know, put up a certain line, and it's hard for me like once we've already crossed that line to then kind of backtrack to like do like we could do like a project, we could do this together, but I'm always scared that in business things get crazy, and if things get crazy it'll blur the lines and it'll mess up the friendship, because sometimes like I've been in situations where you do business together, something goes bad, so communication might not be the best, or something happens that like if you my boss and I don't like the way you spoke to me on Monday, I still gotta go to work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday because I need my job, and we gonna work it out. If we friends and we doing something together, you take a person as a friend, you might just walk out and not come back as a friend. Now I lost my friend because we're trying to do business. So I tend to stay away from that.
I think it depends,
I don't really know how.
They do say, like, don't mix business with pleasure. But I will say, I've worked with a few of my friends and family members, and me personally, I don't take business personal. So, like, even if we don't work out in business, I feel like we still have that friendship there, you know, or at least on my end. Like I had a cousin that worked with me, and he just quit. He quit literally probably like 2 days from one of my biggest fashion shows, and literally like I was hurt because I needed him, but I said, here goes VIP tickets to the show, and if you need an outfit, still come. Like, because at the end of the day, my family business didn't work out, but you said my family. So I try to go like that. But in all reality, I do think that it's hard mixing business and pleasure, because it's a level of when you hire that's comfortable with you, I mean, when you hire people that you're comfortable with, you got to realize that they're comfortable with you too. So
Right.
they're not changing up their friendship head. They're not seeing you as the boss. They're like, oh, that's my homegirl. You know, I'm gonna do what I
Yeah. I think people are saying in the comments communication. I think that that's like 100% the best thing. But sometimes, like, also too, I think what I've learned is like, you know, your friends. So people were saying, well, you can collaborate. I collaborate with friends. I'm here right now collaborating with friends. But there are certain things that, like, when you consistently do business with someone, like running a business, or they're working for you, you're working for them, or y'all have like an ongoing project, even pressures of like outside pressures, like, you know, how people gonna look at this, little things like that can come up. And I think sometimes, like, it's like, it's hard to give your friend advice on her boyfriend because you're not in a relationship with him. Like, he's different with her than he is when you see them together. It's hard for me to talk to my friend in business, but also you're my best friend and my sister who, like, we about to ride or die. You pulling up when I need you to, you know what I mean, be there.
I think you could give your friend advice with a relationship, not because you know her. Even though you don't know how he is with her, you know who she is. And sometimes in our relationships, who we are start to get altered, and you can see that as a friend, right? And you can see her changing. So I think that we could kind of talk about relationships with each other. It's just that it's not more demanding; it's more coming from an understanding place. But
even then, it's a fine line, though.
And I think the biggest issue with that is you cannot disrespect somebody's man. You know,
it's always a fine line.
Even if you give her advice, you can give it to her, but don't come from a malicious place. Like,
right, it gotta be an understanding place of support
and not talking bad about him, but digging up your friends. Look, I think you deserve more, you know, or try to do this.
But but you know, right?
People, you know what I noticed? Some friends actually want you to have problems.
So no, listen, that's a fact. I was going. I'm being real transparent.
Our questions.
Oh wait, we go.
Very like y'all don't bring it back. Bring it back.
Sorry,
I'm gonna set up a little bit. I got questions for each person, right? Individual questions. I know each person can answer accordingly. So, LoRosa, scenario, relocating to a new city. How do you go about meeting and making new friends? This is a question a lot of people asked.
It depends on you as a person. So for me, I'm very like social. I love to go out. I love to have drinks. You know what I mean? Like, I'm outside, like, no matter where I'm at. So a lot of times I meet people through that, through events. I honestly now, though, at like where I am in my life right now, I'm protecting myself a lot more and protecting who I let in on certain levels a lot more. So if I'm meeting someone new, it's normally through a friend, because I kind of like, not that I trust you instantly, but like, you know, like, I feel like my friend has great judgment as far as the people that are in their lives, or at least I would like to think that. So I normally meet people through people. It's also just a little bit more comforting too, to like know that like this isn't like a random person or a random stranger. But there's a lot of different things you could do as far as like networking events too. Like, the only thing I would say though is like, when you're a person that's like super social, so if your thing is going to events, going out, meeting friends through friends, game nights, stuff like that, you got to be careful, because especially like depending on what you do, most of the time people know who you are, especially with social media. Even if you don't have the biggest following, people know who you are. They know what you do. They know who your man is. They know who your friends are. Sometimes people will try and be friends with you because of who you're friends with, and intentions is wrong. Then you bring them into a situation that you looking crazy because the real agenda that came out, and you're like, oh, I don't know this person. You know what I mean? Right. So I think that no matter how you do it, as a social person, I go out, I talk to people, I meet people through people. But I'm just very, like, I watch a lot. Like, I spend time, like, really getting to know people, even through work. I talk to a lot of people because of my job. Like, I have to reach out a lot, have conversations a lot. But I think a lot of it is just me, like, I'm not in a rush. Like, when I moved to LA, I wasn't in a rush to like just meet friends. I was like, let me get my shit together. Let me figure out like how I'm about to navigate like work and life and all of that. And as I do things, people will come. And I kind of wanted to meet people who were in the same season as me, because I needed a tribe. And I was blessed. Like, I had 3 girls that, to this day, our relationships are different because everybody's doing different things and we're in different places. But I still consider them family, even though, as a tribe, we didn't all stay together the whole time. We grew up. It's like going to the 9th grade, and by senior year, you may be with the same girls.
Different crew. Yeah.
Even if you don't have a different crew, y'all are different people. You know what I mean? So I was blessed to have 3 girls that, like, we sat in the car and cried. We put money together to figure out food. We encouraged each other on job interviews. We partied. We took shots. You know what I mean? But it took me time to find those people. And once I really felt like, okay, despite the ups and downs, because when you meet new people, it's going to be a lot of downs. You're really literally getting to learn somebody. Despite the ups and downs, I felt like those people had my back. Like, no matter what, we went through things together to this day that I know, even I don't care if they never like me again, we never speak again. It's between us. Like, we went through that together, and it's not, you know what I mean? And meeting those type of people, you just really got to sit back and take your time. So the best thing to do, if you're social, if you're not social, is to kind of like just put yourself out there after you kind of get yourself together so you can know what you're looking for. And your spirit of discernment is a little bit better when you're not like not desperate. That's a bad word. But when you're not like, so, like when you are kind of knowing, like when you're not searching for something and you're just like, hey, I really want to meet some people. My thing was, I'm in LA. Where are the black people? I want to go out. So eventually,
like Issa said, anybody black? Who you want to win? Anybody black?
Yo, and honestly, like I met my first friend in LA through.
Wait, we got like a list, bro. Isn't it a list, Miriam? You got questions?
Oh,
Rosa,
sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, he said it. All right, China, I'm going on to your question. So this, again, a little deeper. How can you tell if a friend is envious of you and doesn't have your best interest?
Wow, this was fucking creative for me because it's my experiences, you know, my whole life. Not trying to be funny.
Gotta give the short form too, because
not trying to be funny, but seriously, I think this is the best question for me because I've experienced that my whole life. I had a light, didn't know I had the light. Thought I will never say this again. I used to always say we just alike, but we really not just alike. And I realized that when you say that, it offends people. I had to think about that. I used to always say that. We just alike. We from the same block. We just alike. But not really. She doesn't see that. And that's why her energy, or that's why the envious and the jealousy comes, because she doesn't see that we are just alike. For me, not knowing your light, and people are angry at you not knowing your light. When you don't know your light and other people see it, they almost look at you like you're crazy. Because it's like, you're going to give me all of this and you don't even know what you're worth. You don't even know who you are. The envious for me is just like being around you and really don't have no good intentions. Like, they come into the relationships with an agenda already. Like, and there's nothing wrong with wanting things, or, you know, wanting to be around somebody for love or whatever. But when it comes out to be in a malicious way, it's people out there that's really seeking you out just to get something from you. Either it's negative, either it's whatever. They're trying to monopolize off of you. And the envious part is really, really deep, because a lot of women, there's a lot of women that do this, is that they'll just be jealous of certain things about you. And it can be simple things. It can be the way you speak. It can be your confidence, things that you're not even fully aware of. You still dealing with insecurities, and she's envious of that. So I've experienced that most of my life, like most of my life. And I think it was solely because of just me being who I am.
In this point in your life, how do you deal with that? How do you handle that?
I used to make excuses for people that was envious. Can you believe that? I used to feel like
I said, cut them off.
I used to be like, yeah, exactly. I used to be like making excuses for them. Like, oh no, because look what she went through, and I always get through, and this is why. No. So this is my cutting off season.
We all go through stuff.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
they remove. It's removing. I mean, honestly, God removes them, though. I said you extra special if you don't got to remove people yourself, and God do them. People be leaving me and don't even know why they left me. They don't know that God did it. Like, God literally have them not picking up the phone, able to call me. Can't even fight for our relationship again because God want them out my life. So I haven't even had to do the work. He really doing the work for me. So,
and he do the work for you. And you know what? I'm saying cut them off, but I'm not just completely saying cut them off. Sometimes you do gotta cut them off and let them come back.
No, sis. These people, they gotta get cut off, sis.
But sometimes they could come back and so they can appreciate the relationship, because like, you gotta forgive. You know, if God forgives, people might not to forgive. But just because you forgive, that don't mean you have to forget. You know,
right?
But me personally, you crossed me, you lost me.
Oh no, she's really like that. Cause she even say me.
Your question.
What are you talking to them for?
Starting it. So let's talk about challenges while dating as a single parent. So parent, and this could be relationships as far as friendships and just relationships, period.
That's for me?
Yes.
I ain't got no kids.
I listen, let me know the challenges of dating as a single parent, because I haven't started dating yet. I'm going to start dating. Like, I definitely.
So you want me to kind of answer it too, because I'm a mom of two.
Wait, once you how do you start dating? I feel like I'm so old now. I don't even know. Like, bro,
dating is so. First of all, I think we have never actually even know what proper dating is as Black people, because I feel like there's been a stigma on dating, and even me, I was judgmental. Believe it or not, I really judged women seeing multiple men. I really did everything men wanted, want you to do, want you to be the
I think that's an upbringing thing. I don't think it's particular to us, because I like, go ahead and then I'll tell you. But
because I feel like when it comes to in my, my experiences with Black men, I feel like this whole thing about women dating or, dating men is like, it's a bad, I thought it was bad too. I glorify how many men I've been with. I'm like, yeah, I'm still I am. I feel like I got a trophy for it. But it's like, it's not a trophy for that. Like, like it is what it is. We have our own experience. We're grown. We are adulting. But for me, being a single mom, when I was a single mom and then I started dating, it's not easy. Sis, it's not easy. It's not going to be easy because you are operating as a mother, Like, I'm not operating as just a woman. Like, I'm a mother before I'm beautiful. I'm a mother before I'm sexy. You know what I mean? So I'm leading with my kids. I'm a mom. So he knows anything I do is based around my children. And I feel like a lot of women, especially on social media, when they don't post their children or men don't know they have children, he's dating a single woman. So when it's time for her to get in mommy mode, he don't even know what to do, because now you got to make bottles or you got to run with your kid. He want to get you on a flight. He don't understand that. Now you want to get the next chick. So when you leave with being a mother, they come at you different. I said, when I first started dating back again, I said, you want to impress me? Take me on a food shopping spree. That's a bag. Take me to get some food. I got a big football player who eats like he's 10 people. If you want to impress me, take me food shopping and tell me get all this shit in the supermarket. That's what's gonna be like dating me. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want to see. I want you to take me food shopping and get me anything I want, because my kids love all the good shit. You know what I mean? So that is not gonna be easy.
Give Milan one advice, one sentence. Give her advice about how to start dating. That was her biggest question.
Yo, sis, shake this shit up. You know who you are.
Shake the room.
Like what? Like that's not even. You got plenty of dates. It's just you gonna have to pick them. You just gonna have to decide. There's plenty all day long. We know that. I gotta, Miriam. Look what we're talking about. You know what I mean?
I think it's just because Milan, you need to hear it. So you're very you're very intentional, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I also think that there's something. I don't have kids. But my friends with kids that are single, sometimes I just wish that they could meet somebody that just would like take them out and just show them a good time, even if they never speak to them again, because they work so hard as moms. You know what I mean? I think sometimes like it's okay to be like, yo, like this is just a good laugh, a good conversation. He don't gotta be my forever, like,
But see, I don't know, sis. I don't know that. I don't know nothing about just dealing with a guy like, yeah, we're gonna go here and let's go out. That's what I'm saying.
As far as upbringing,
it's both of them. You speaking to both. You're speaking to two.
Yeah, well, for both of you guys, I think that's an upbringing thing. But I don't have kids though, and I am in a relationship and have been for some time now. But I think one thing that like my mom tried to instill in me was like, take your time to just do that, to just explore people, places, yourself in relationship, yourself on a date. And as you get older, you know what I mean? Then it turned it into the serious relationships. But I think because I grew up in a household where I saw my mom do everything alone, even though she held it down, I was just like, I don't want to do that alone. Like, I want a partner. I want to, so I always focused on like, all right, even when it's not working, how can I make a relationship work? How can I stick by this? Or, you know what I mean? Like, in marriages, you build. How can we build? But now that I'm like older, if I was to have a daughter, even my niece, like I would tell them, I get it now. Like, it's okay, because sometimes you really just got to take that time for yourself to just have a good laugh with somebody, or have a good laugh date yourself, and really understand like what it is that you want.
No, I don't want her dating herself. I want her to date.
No, I'm just saying. But MILANO is different because you know yourself a lot better than a lot of people do, though. A lot of people that I know, women wise, don't know themselves. They're looking for themselves in the man that they're dating.
Yeah,
and that's trouble.
Look, both of y'all, actually, I think that's what it is. I think I'm so comfortable and happy and content with myself that I feel like anybody that come and they throw that off, I don't know how that, like, I don't. I don't even know if I want. I know I definitely want to
speak on that further. So go into the next one, non-negotiable, and this could be in friendships and relationship. What are your non-negotiables?
So look, okay. Well, basically, I just think. Let me just speak on this. I feel like in order to really be your best self, even in a relationship, you have to date yourself. You got to get to know yourself. You got to know your likes and your dislikes. I feel like even if you had that, once you get into relationships, sometimes you lose that. Or once you become a parent, sometimes you lose it. You forget who you are because you're living through them. You're living your life as a girlfriend or as a wife. So instead of you, is we. I think that even in relationships, you should never lose you. You gotta you have your own identity, you know. So don't never.
Oh wow, Millie, just talk directly to me, like because I'm not gonna lie, and it's probably girls that's on here that's like me, because you are not like that. That's the balance with our friendship. I am wrapped up in love under the armpit, can't leave. Like I'm really like that.
Like that too.
But that vulnerability is I admire that, because I can't allow myself to
admire it, because I want to be. Sometimes it's a good thing. A lot of my friends.
The privacy, China. I feel like you're a little bit more open with your relationships. Mine's private, so
I'm very private.
Millie's very private, but I'm private. Period.
I'm very private, but I am a lover. Like I am affectionate. And then in the public, I am a boss. But I am definitely a lover. I love affection. Like I love romance. I am like a hopeless romantic person, bro. Like,
and I think people don't think that. People don't think that about you.
That's what people right. Yeah, she's a Taurus.
Yo, she talked to my ex, right? She got on the phone with my ex. You don't got to see which ex.
Yo, I did.
He was like, "What type of lover is Millie?" And he like, "What you say?"
He vouched for you. I was very shocked. He was really like, she is one of the most amazing girlfriends he ever had. I'm not just saying that because that's my sis, but he was like, she was one of the most amazing girlfriends. He was like, yo, she had him walking in parks holding hands and shit.
But listen, she didn't think that because she see me so.
I didn't think that.
I'm like, no, I'm really.
I didn't think that. She is very. But I'm gonna be honest. All right, I know you're affectionate and stuff like that, but you still super strong. I feel like sometimes men don't know. He said that they don't know if you love them or you hate them. They don't really know.
No. He said when I left. He said when I left. He said when I left.
Yeah. He told you like when she left.
And
her exit is different. Her exit is different.
That's why he.
Yeah, no. He said your exit is phenomenal. Your exit is like real clean and straight up. Me, I'm very like devastated. I don't know what's gonna happen to me. Am I gonna live? I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I think I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna. Ask Nunu. It's Nunu right there. Says, no. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I don't think that happens to me. I really don't think I can survive this. And I know some women up there that's like that, like me. So, but you will survive. You will survive because I'm still here. Clearly, you will survive. But yeah, that's what balance it out. When you don't need to be just like your friends. I don't want nobody just like me because how are you gonna help me?
Right.
If me and you head over heels over a nigga, like I'm head over heels over a nigga, how the fuck you gonna help me get out of it? Head over heels
nah, if you ever need to figure out how to Beyonce some shit and just be like, you come a lot like that. She literally like you one of the people I know is you and my friend Sierra are the two people I know I can call that's just like get your fucking self together, okay?
Oh no,
we're not going to do that.
I'm not talking about this shit again.
No,
like, if you want to talk about this again, I ain't talking about it again.
Bring it up. We're not coming here. Call me when you get it together. We're gonna talk. We're gonna really talk. Okay? Y'all two are those two people, but y'all love very, very hard. Like, and I think that people that are like you in relationships, I also like value that as well too, because I think sometimes I'm trying to mentally be so strong so I don't get hurt, but also trying to make myself vulnerable so the man feels it. That I be all lost. I know he probably like, what the fuck? Like, who?
No, I'll call you 100 times. I will. You know,
wait,
you trying to hide, don't want to call.
That's the word, LoRosa. My next relationship, I need to do that. I think that like my past few relationships, I didn't get to let my guard down fully because I was already coming into the relationship. Like I gotta protect myself from getting hurt.
I love that.
I do that though.
That's good. That's
a big step.
It's a big step. It's going to be hard. It's not.
I am a Gemini. Sure is a Gemini.
But now I understand why you're so like emotionally like you're in it, like you're.
But I'm like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not like just with my man. I'm like that in my friendships too. Nunu can tell you. Nunu be like, can you move off of me? Like like because I'm like very touchy. I'm very loving. I'm really on the people I love, and I just value them. And for real, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I love them better than anybody in the world. Like, I really do. And I feel like that. I feel like I love you. Because people have agendas attached. Your own mother could love you and want something from you. You know what I mean? So, like, me knowing my genuine love, like, I really genuinely love my people, like, and don't want nothing back. Like, just want love. Like, if anything, you could just give me love. That's what I want. I thrive off love. That's what makes me who I am. You know? But I was created out of love. My mother and my father made me out of love, honey. This wasn't a mistake. They didn't, they made me out of love. Like, so I'm a loving woman, like, I want to love on my people. I want my people to love on me.
All right, y'all. So we're running down to our last few minutes. Milano, this question is for you. We're getting this a lot. What made you want to create this community that you call the Woman-Air Club and Mama-Air Club? Woman-Air Club was focused on that. What made you feel like, I want to create this? This is something I feel like is needed, and it is, honestly.
So when I first did the Women-Air Club, what I had in mind was the boss, and I felt like as a boss, everybody depends on you. Like, literally everybody depends. And being a female boss, like, when it's a guy boss and he got a girl, he got that woman to go to and confide in. A lot of female bosses, some of us are even single, so we don't have nobody. Well, we got the weight of the world on our shoulders. So I wanted to create a community where, as though, we got people to talk to. We got people that can relate to us. Sometimes even your best friends can't understand you like another businesswoman can, And when we first started, we did the retreat. I make sure that we have a therapist at all of our retreats, because I know that we don't be having nobody to talk to about our problems, like, everybody can call us, but it's like, who can we call? So I make sure we get our therapist. I made sure that we had somebody to give us massages and activities, like nutritionists. Like, literally, I just wanted to build a community that I know I needed. And because I needed it, I felt like other women needed it too, And it's just a sisterhood. It's just a bond. And over the years, I changed it from just bosses to women in general. I feel like if you can wake up and go to work and be on time and go pick up the kids and schedule your husband's whatever, I feel like you're a boss too. You're a boss in your own right. So this is not just for business women anymore, which we do have a core focus around that, but it's for all women, just women that is on a mission to just become greater. I felt like we didn't have any positive community. Everything was surrounded by who's on this or who's on there or giving feedback on celebrities. Like, I didn't want that. I just wanted to create a community where we can just open up, relate to, share resources, and just love and just bring love back, and bring friendship and sisterhood and bonds back. A lot of the people that come to our retreats, they have their own bond. Like, literally, like, I see them attending each other's stuff. I see them posting and supporting each other, and that's exactly what I wanted.
They're asking, when's your next retreat?
After the pandemic, honey. After the pandemic.
Y'all know she don't play with
They don't know. People don't know.
She acts very crazy.
First of all, you was barely getting her outside before the pandemic, and then
like, it's like ridiculous. Sis, like, honestly, you got your mask on. Sis, got Nunu. Sis, you don't got your mask on.
Listen, I heard LoRosa cough. I heard LoRosa cough on his live. I just got over COVID. Me and my mom.
Me too. We all had it too.
Like, when I tell y'all, it won't go away. Like, I'm like, what the heck is it? I'm trying cough drops. I'm trying everything. I don't know if it's like a permanent thing at this point, but you be outside scared to cough. You be like,
yo, listen,
trying to swallow it down. Because just like you say, you heard me cough. It's like people remember that, like, oh, she was coughing, like,
right? Like, oh my god,
I'm good at this point. I'm all right. I'm cool.
Yo, but
right? She's not coming outside to the pandemic.
We're gonna start everybody to kind of just tell them where they can follow you, what you got coming up next, and just let's keep this conversation going on your own.
Mention that we're not doing the retreats until the pandemic is over, but what we are going to do, we're going to start doing lives. So we're going to do the Women-Air Lives monthly, but we're going to do Women-Air Zooms. So on the Zooms, we're going to go more in depth, We're going to share more gems and, like, more resources and different things. So, like, our first Women-Air Live, we're planning either to bring a therapist on. Literally, you guys, we're going to engage much more. It's going to be a little bit deeper than this. And it'll only be $20 for the Zoom.
The first one, I think.
What do you say? Oh, yeah, so we're going to bring a gynecologist on. That'll be our first Zoom. And we can ask her different questions that like, literally, she's going to drop so many different gems on us. it's going to definitely be worth it.
So also good, so we can get our like vaginas and stuff together. That's
Yes.
I'm always for great vagina. Like I love vagina talk. Like we need to have the vagina together. Like that is an important part of everything. Is your vagina, seriously. The healthier, the better, the more you can do. Yeah. You know, like so we definitely. I can't wait for you to have that come on because that I love that.
The last 2 minutes, go ahead, China, and then LoRosa.
No, they said now I'm holding my breath. I'm not holding my breath, y'all. If I got cough, I'm gonna cough.
Wait, wait, just saying what we doing?
What you got coming up and where they can
listen? So I am doing a podcast. I am doing my podcast. I'm really excited about that. Listen, my podcast. Exactly. So my podcast is really going to be about like just life. And in breaking, I promise you, the whole reason of this podcast is to really break generational curses and to really go into depth of things that I know that we want to talk about, but we feel like if we talk about it, I'm crazy, I sound crazy. So all the crazy things you ever thought, all the things that you feel inside that has happened in your life and you feel like no one has tapped on it, I promise you, I'm going to tap on it. I cannot wait. More things with Dollhouse, of course. Just more greatness and more uplifting myself. 2021 was a major breakthrough for me. I went through a lot 2021, and it was very, 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 it just woke me up and let me know that no matter how big you get, no matter how much money you're making, no matter how successful you become, trials and triumph is still going to come. And I do believe that we want all the blessings, but we don't want to take the burdens that come with the blessings. So I'm accepting my burdens. In order for you to get to your blessings, you got to be able to take on the burdens. And I accept the burdens. I humbly deal with the burdens. I know that the burdens come with the blessings, so it's fine. And I'm just excited. I'm so happy to be on my sister platform. I always say thank you so much because you don't have to have me on. And you really don't have me on just because I'm being funny.
You don't have to be on. You don't have to be on.
Yeah, but of course, you text me today and said thank you for joining. I'm like, well, thank you for having me. Like that was just so nice. Like it was just thoughtful. Hold on, we can't hear you right now.
I can't hear you.
Somebody was calling me. I appreciate y'all just as much as y'all appreciate me.
Absolutely. Thank you for always sharing. Thank you for listen. Even 2 in the morning when I'm texting you, I'm sending you ideas, my stuff. You always, because she's great at marketing, y'all. She has a great eye, and like a lot of my things that I've done and on my packaging and stuff, she like A1 it, stamped it. LoRosa, I'm so happy. Me and you know each other because of Millie, and like I said, real friends introduce you to people that you should know, and that's what Millie always do. Oh, you got to know each other. You got to know each other. You got to know this person, and that means so much to me. Miriam, thank you. I thank you guys so much. And my sis Noodle, where she at? Because she gets me through a lot of stuff too. And
LoRosa, close out on yours. Let us know what's going on, where we can follow, what we need to be following.
So I'm Loren LoRosa on Instagram and everywhere. You can catch me Monday through Friday on TMZ on Fox. We do the daytime show. We do the nighttime show as well too. I love talking to people about the things we talk about on the show on Instagram, on Twitter. Like I just love to talk. Some things that I have coming up, and we haven't really put this out there yet. My manager's probably gonna be like, "Girl," but we are gearing up to also launch a podcast as well too. So people know me for celebrity stuff and entertainment, but my podcast is literally gonna be this. I was so excited about this live because my podcast is literally going to be me introducing the world to my friends. A lot of my friends are not like, CHYNA, not like MILANO, where they want to always be talking and be out there or whatever. But our conversations, like our group chats, I always tell my friends, like, people need this, y'all. Like, we need to talk about this. So I want to find a way to integrate everything I do with celebrity and fashion and just my friends and their stories and bring it to the world. So that's what we're working on right now. And I mean, I'm on YouTube. I've been vlogging my journey in LA and just in entertainment in general and fashion since day one, like from my friend's couch to national TV, literally. Nice. So I upload videos every Sunday just about my journey, what I'm dealing with day to day, just having fun with my family, whatever the case may be, and helping you guys if you want to.
You give the link. Drop the link in the comments.
Yeah, I'll drop my link in the comments. I'm also really big on like starting, right? Like, so if you have your dream, your business, your idea, your whatever you want to start, if you want to move out of state to start this new life and give you, your kids, whoever, your refresh, I'm really big on that. I've moved out of my mom's house 3 times now, twice to LA, once to New York. And, because I had to do it a couple times, somewhere in there I failed a little bit, but I didn't fail. I had to experience that to know what I was supposed to be doing and kind of guide myself. The second time I went back to LA, I've been there ever since, and I've been figuring it out with a lot going on. And I document that very real. Like, my mom had strokes in February. We talk about that. I'm trying to figure out being here for my mom, but also being in LA. I go into everything. So just follow me if you're really trying to figure out how to get started and deal with life.
The journey.
The link, I just put the link in
wait, I want to say something real quick. Something that's really important to me that I forgot with my classes. I just want to say, like, today I had a class today and I trained 3 14-year-olds and 2 16-year-olds. I just want to focus on the younger youth because they are still becoming. A lot of us have become who we are, and a lot of them are still becoming, and we want to focus on them because honestly, right? You're a mom now, sis. We have to pay it forward because our kids are growing up in this world. And I really, really, really take time out on these young kids because I'm telling you, it could change their life. Had I had a big sister, had I had somebody giving me some of the knowledge that I know now and giving me the resources, my outcome would have been a little different. I want to be able to be resources to some younger kids because some younger kids need that support. So I just want to let you guys know that you start them now because skill is acquired. We can teach our kids skill set, and that's acquired very easily. Our 16-year-old girls, 14-year-old girls, 13-year-old girls should not be just at home on Instagram. They should be learning a trade. They should be learning how to use their hands. If you learn how to use your hands, you'll be able always to be able to generate money, fix cars, plumbing.
If you learn
how always make money.
Always eat.
That's right. So I just want to make sure I tap into that. Definitely follow me if you want to send your daughters. I'm training them. My daughter's 11. She's 12 years old and she can lash.
Hey, make sure they follow. Make sure you drop your business line. Go ahead and tell us what you got coming up for 2022. I know you have a lot of things outside of Milano DIROUGE. I know you're going to be doing a lot of personal stuff.
What you doing personal?
Stay tuned. Psych. Yeah, literally just gonna. My goal is to just like reach my full potential. You know how like it's more, and that's how I feel. It's like I know it's more inside of me. Like I'm ready to take things to the next level. And I'm not big on sharing what I'm gonna do. I'm just big on just doing it. That's just always been my personality. I feel like I don't want to create an expectation and I hit the. I don't know. I like to under promise and over deliver. But just know, I'm just ready to take things to the next level. We were in the talks about a podcast as well. Everybody been telling me I should do it for the longest, so that's something I'm working on and considering.
Maybe we could do something like once a month or like, cause you definitely got to come on my podcast. That's I mean.
I know. I was already know. I was getting the call.
Hey, I gotta come on both of y'all podcasts. I was literally.
You know, all three of y'all.
Y'all literally gotta be on my podcast.
All three of y'all. Okay?
Yeah, Miriam, I even want you on my podcast too.
You know, I'm out here because Miriam was sitting over there very humble, but Miriam be building the brands, baby. Don't play with her. Okay.
Yes, exactly. Like, doing the damn thing.
Don't play with her. And I'm doing lives on the Brown Girl Grinding Instagram. I'll drop that below. My first segment is She Hustles. So we have like different women entrepreneurs coming on just to talk about skill sets and different things you could be doing that you could personify on Instagram, but starts with your hands. But when I bring my friends on my Brown Girl Grinding IG lives, kind of as a tester for my podcast, y'all all coming, and all of y'all in this audience need to be there and enjoying the conversation. I think y'all are the perfect example of like everybody has something to offer. Like we could sit on here and talk for days, Miriam included, and great advice. Y'all gonna be feeling it, all that, but it really takes a really great person to be able to bring people together like this. So you know, Millie, you know I always want to give you your props.
She definitely always thinks. She definitely always.
And Miriam as well too.
And then got it in the bag, and she always want to bring value. And I'm telling you, that's why I'm gonna be honest with you. People, you have to. If you're in the presence of queens, I think you should let them know. And I always want to let my friends know that I think you're amazing. You super dope, and you make me a better person. Since I've known you, I've been a better person. I've become a better person. I feel like I've become a better businesswoman. And I'm just grateful. And I just honestly think that every time you think of this, it just shows this selflessness because this is feeding. And when we feed, what happens? People eat. And then what people do when they eat, they go and get it, you know? And then it's just going to be a bunch of us rising up and a bunch of us just getting money and a bunch of us looking good and meeting good men and shit and just living our lives, right?
Here come Brooklyn.
That's what we want. That's what we want. We don't want no hating because it takes too much energy to hate. That means that you don't believe it. You don't understand God's timing. If you understand God's timing and you believe in God, then you know you don't have to be a hater because you know that God give us all our blessings. That no more. We know what we capable of and we're gonna go get it. Right?
Go get it.
Y'all my big sisters and I love y'all.
Don't be calling me big sister, okay? Because I'm young. No, I don't want to be.
You are my big sister.
I just want to be sister. Leave the big sister out.
Okay, all right. Y'all my sisters and I love y'all.
You're my sisters too.
I mean, but that's how I look at you. like I really do admire you guys, and I watch and I tune in just on the regular, like, you know, like just the lives, like everything. Milano, I'll call her and have 1,000 questions and things, clothing brand wise, like. But I really appreciate you guys, Miriam. I've called you multiple times. But, you know, I'm gonna call somebody, okay? I'm gonna call a resource. But I appreciate it though, because I understand, like I said, I value people's time because I know you don't always have time. So my friends, anytime they take time for me, and I require a lot sometimes, I appreciate y'all. So.
Yeah.
Love you, ladies.
I love you guys too, and thank you for always thinking of me.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. Make sure everybody on the Womaneer Club Live follows each other, and we will have these lives.
Oh, wait, y'all! I gotta shout out my makeup artist, Milani. She did my face, so
no, so she really did a really good job.
Put her Instagram in the comments.
She right here.
And whoever did your hair, I mean, you're just
I'm a slay today. I'm a slay your babe did my hair. Look,
do you see me with my? No, you see me with my.
Yes, I mean, you got a lot of compliments on your fit. You got a lot of compliments.
I see you. Y'all see me with my Womaneer Club fit on, right?
I'm in my.
No,
this is my favorite.
I need another sweatsuit because that Womaneer sweatsuit, the quality is so good.
I need another jumpsuit. That's
where can they buy that? Where can they buy that?
Y'all see what this say right here?
That Womaneer sweatsuit is fire, y'all.
We can't see it.
We can't see it, but where can they
see
it? Make sure y'all click the link on the Womaneer.
Can we do more jumpsuits like this for real though? Because I told myself today I need to make this because my Instagram probably tired of seeing me because it's so easy, but it's so like it's a vibe at the same time.
It's the best.
I love this jumpsuit, y'all.
Please bring them back. Please
I know LoRosa.
Inspiration. Don't be surprised when season of summer.
I don't got that. I don't know. They speaking.
I be up in her. I'm the original being up in her
because that's from 2018, and mind you, the one I had, I can't even fit no more because I ain't 2018 size. But I'm definitely gonna make.
Thank you, girls.
All right, y'all.
The girls is in the comments going, honey. The girls is in the comments.
Listen, make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube. I'm about to start posting way more stuff. I shot so much content in December. I'm going to post my skincare routine. I'm posting talking about motherhood. I'm talking about everything. So my YouTube is I Am Milan Rouge. My Twitter is I Am Milan Rouge. And my TikTok. Y'all don't got to follow me on there if y'all want to because I don't know what I be doing.
I just made a TikTok. Sis. I'm probably doing my little TikTok.
I love TikTok.
You see the video? I was like,
you have to stay on, but I gotta go. Love y'all.
All right,
bye. Love y'all.
Bye. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna save the live.
Okay. Oh, my hair.